Also needs some starting lines up for the Lions and the Bears. Again, the Lions come in 14-7, 6-7 overall. However, these are 2 games straight. Keep the Lady Lions. And 5'7" senior, number 4, Allie Crumpler. That'll be number 12, Caroline Chambers. A 5'10" senior from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Number 24, Elisa LeMay. At guard, number 25, a 5'9" junior from Arkansas, Kinley Barnell. And another guard, number 41, a 5'7" senior from Linden, Tennessee, Regan Floyd. And again, the Lions coached by Joshua Epperson. Now let's meet the Bears. From Madeira, Ohio, a senior, number 10, Mary Englert. A 5'9" junior from Wise, Virginia, 21, Bailey Frazier. And from Independence, Kentucky, a sophomore, 5'8", leading the Mid-South in rebounding, Morgan Stamper. And from Athens, Greece, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Georgia Sideri. Rounding out starting line for the Bears, a senior from Williamsburg, Kentucky, an education major, number 30, Sierra Feltner. And the Bears coached by Clifton Williams, assisted by Shelby Wheeler and Jillian Duncan. So, guys, a big-time opportunity because the Bears have 3 Mid-South Conference games this week. You got home game tonight. They go to Shawnee. Nope. We call them who play on Thursday.
Thomas more than Shawnee.
We go to Crestfield Hills, and then on Thursday, come back home on Saturday. Another opportunity. Coach Williams calls it a pro schedule. We're playing 3 games a week. Not a lot of time to prepare for the other team, but you know what? An opportunity for a win.
17 games in 34 days. That's a tough task for anyone.
Up Morgan Sampson with the basketball for the Bears over to Sideri. A little zone defense here, Coach.
I think they're out man-to-man.
Feldman can penetrate for the Bears. Look for Engler, kicks over to Sideri. Put down a couple dribbles over to Frazier. Frazier works. Shot clock at 10. Engler drive. Right-hand shot's up. No good. Rebounded by LeMay.
Not a bad first possession there on that drive. Tried to do a little bit of a wide finish, but I thought Mary kind of drifted away from the basket versus drifted to the basket. But I love her being aggressive right there.
Pass over to Vanell. Look at Floyd. Looks on the inside. The Bears did a nice job defending. Got 5 on the shot clock. Swings up top. Shots up. Rattles out. Comes down. Bailey Frazier goes high for the rebound. Swings over to Feltman.
Good help defense by Sideri on that one.
Yeah, that was a great job of helping down. And we actually had somebody helping Georgia on the return for the 3 at the top. So that was good rotations by the Lady Bears.
Feltman's step back jumper is good. Bears leading this one 2-0. Good to see her get going early.
Yeah, she's a big part of our offense, and to see her make a basket early will probably give everybody on the team some confidence.
Floyd swings the pass over to the right wing. They look up top to LeMay. Back up to Floyd. Floyd swings it back to basketball over to Crumpler. Over to LeMay.
Our girls are doing a great job of just being solid, being steady, being in the right positions right here in their man-to-man defense.
We're going to force another shot up here for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Ball at the back of the rim. Offensive rebound for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Bears get a hand on the basketball. Now got 15 on the shot clock. Goes inside. Shots up. Rattles around. Comes off. Engler with a rebound. Yeah, Chambers on the miss.
Yeah, it seems like we're going to try to play behind their post players and offer some help. But they had such good spacing right there. We couldn't get anybody down there to help on the post.
Stamper gets the basketball. Shots up. Offensive rebound. Goes up once again. And Stamper will go line shooting 2 shots. I believe that's going to be on Crumpler. It'll be her team's first.
Yeah, that was the old, they used to call him the old Charles Barkley or Carl Malone. You just throw it back and forth over the goal to yourself and get your rebounds in there, but also getting a chance to get to the free throw line here.
Stanford's first free throw's up, and it's good, 3-0. Stanford comes to the game shooting 63% from the free throw line. She'll have one more.
And you young folks out there listening, those are former NBA players if you didn't know who I was talking about.
She gets both of them to go. Bears leading this one 4-0. Floyd with the basketball for the Lions. Brings over to LeMay. Looks inside the Chambers, shots up, rattles around, comes off ankle with another strong rebound for the Bears. She's going to push it across half court. Crossover dribble. Picks up over to Feltner. They're going to run the offense here.
And it looks like Freed's going to have a focused effort trying to get that ball into Chambers on the low block. And so far she's 0 for 2.
And Feltner comes up. She's got 5, and the Bears leading this one 7-0.
Great start by the girls right there, Charlie.
Yeah, great to see Feltner get off to a good start shooting, but the defense has been awesome here. So.
Gives him basket on top over to Chambers. Chambers swings it back over to Floyd. I'm sorry, it's Crumpling, excuse me. Over to Floyd now. Drives, pass, stops, pops, back to the backboard, no good. Engler with another rebound. I believe it's her third already. Early.
Probably a little fortunate. The shots that Freed's missing are right there at the rim, and you don't expect him to miss them all night long, so we've got to really toughen that up, force a little bit tougher shots right at the rim.
Feltner. Pass over to Stamper. Look at the go. Stamper offensive rebound. Shots up. This is going to be on Chambers.
She just doesn't like to make that first one, does she, Charlie?
You know, you ever see those cars running with that no fear sticker on the back? They put one of those on the back of her jersey because she has none.
She doesn't, and she just keeps being relentless going after the rebound. And while she doesn't make, it probably hurts her field goal percentage, it also gets their post player in foul trouble about every night.
Chambers first, team second. Oldham will check in for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Stamper make the first, we'll have one more.
I think this is the first time this lineup's started a game without Haley Free out there.
So she'll miss the second. Rebound comes down to LeMay. Brings the cross, looking for Oldham on the inside, working against Stamper. Swings, three-point shots up. Finds the ball in the bucket. That's Reagan Floyd. And the Freed-Hardeman Lions finally on the scoreboard. It's 8-3 Bears.
Yeah, that was a very slow and short closeout. You've got to really get out there on those shooters, and Georgia should know that she's one of those shooters. So got to get out there on that closeout a little bit quicker.
Frazier to the baseline, jumpers up, rebound by Floyd, being guarded by Sederi. She's going to push. Closing on 6 minutes ago in the first period. LeMay working against Stamper, 20 on the shot clock.
And somehow we've got a mismatch. Our point guard is guarding their post player, and our post player is guarding their point guard.
Oldham, shots up, rattles around, comes out. Morgan Stamper with a rebound. A little bit of contact, balls on the floor, 4 hands on the basketball, Coach Will says. So we have a jump ball.
Yeah, she's not afraid to get her uniform dirty.
Nope.
That's a great hustle play, but you'd love to see her be ball tough with that and chin that basketball where nobody can get in there and snap it away.
So should the shot clock go to 30, Coach, or 20 on the offense rebound? Is it because we had possession potentially?
Yeah, I think we had possession in check there on that one, but normally it does go back to 20.
So we have a foul on the Bears. It can be on, it's on Stamper with the push.
That was kind of a quick whistle there.
Yeah, I didn't really see that. We're in their flex offense, doing their shuffle cut and their down screen. I got caught watching the play and not the foul there, I guess.
First on Stamper, first on the Bears as well. Entry pass. Floyd's able to run it down. Gets in the corner, 20 on the shot clock, swings it around. Back to LeMay, into Vanell, looking to Oldham, being guarded by Stamper on the inside. Back to LeMay. Closed on 10 on the shot clock now.
Really good movement here by the Lions. They are passing and moving and cutting well and playing through their post.
Oldham pass, shots up, rattles around 10.
Fell asleep a little bit on that post entry, and a lot of times as a defender when that ball goes in the post, which is why you like to throw it there, all heads turn and look at the ball. When you do that, sometimes you get cut to the back of your head, and that's what happened right there.
LeMay with the basket, 8-5, a kick ball violation. At the last break, I apologize, I didn't announce this. KJ White checked in for the Freed-Hardeman Lions, 20 on the shot clock. Bears will have it on the baseline, leaving this one 8-5. Felton looked like they should try to force that one in there, Coach.
Yeah, well, I think Coach Everson had that well scouted. He knew where we wanted to throw that pass, and they did a great job of denying that. And
backdoor cut. KJ White catches it, finishes with the left hand. Now Bears started the game with an 8-0 run. Now it's a 7-0 run for the Freed-Hardeman Lions, and we're 8-7.
Yeah, that was good execution by Freed-Hardeman in transition there to get that back door.
Sederi over to Frazier. Feltner, 15 on his shot clock, being guarded by White. Gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish the right hand, unable to do so. Oldham with the rebound for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Get over to Floyd. He's going to push. KJ White working against Feltner. Right hand shots up, blocked by Feltner. It could be Bears basketball.
It is.
It is. It'll be off of White's hands.
great job there by stopping the drive and getting a good contest there without fouling the jump shooter. That was a great job by Sierra Feltner.
So we're going to have an immediate timeout. So with 4:19 to go in the first period of play, Bears leading this one 8-7. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to UPIKE Gymnasium. 4:19 to go. Bears leading this one 8-7. Some early stats for the Bears: 2 of 6 from the floor. Freed-Hardeman 3 of 10. Both teams have hit a 3-point bucket so far. Gets over to Englert. Free throw line jumper, shots up, back to the rim, rebound, comes down to Caroline Chambers, who checked back in the game. McNulty and Reed will enter the game for the Bears next dead ball. 3-point shots up with LeMay. Shot travels around. Englert grabs her 4th rebound here in the first period of play. Swings up to Stamper, back to Frazier, back up to Englert. Stops, nope, pops, hits the free throw line, shots up, rattles in.
Yeah, same exact spot, last possession. She just came up a little bit short that time. She got right in her comfort zone and knocked it down. That was good to see.
Englert got 4 points, 4 rebounds early. Feltner put a little defensive pressure on that. I thought it may went off White's hands.
That was a close one.
So
no excuse for that last defensive possession. Lady Bears left shooter wide open in the corner, and last I checked, we were allowed to play 5, and so were they. We might want to try to match that up, not have 2 guard and 1.
So Carissa Curtis will check in for the Lions, and then like sort of McNulty and Reed will check in for the Bears. Working against Reed. Shot runs Floyd over to Chambers. Swings back out to Feltner. Did a nice job anticipating the passing lane. Right hand layup. Shot's up good. Bears leading this one 12-7.
Yeah, Feltner's been very active on both ends of the floor. At their second steal, and she has a deflection, a couple buckets, so that was good to see out of Sierra's effort there.
And also along with a block or something as well. White swings it back over to Chambers. He swings it over to Crumpler. Crumpler working against Reed. Nice defense into Oldham. Oldham, they're going to get Mary Englert with a hold.
Yeah, Mary's really denying hard. That's why they've got her on the back door once and almost got her right there. She's probably getting her top foot a little bit too high on that denial. She needs to step back just a little bit. You still get your hand and foot in the passing lane, but she's overplaying it, and they're really doing a good job of getting it to the basket. They're getting her back door.
Chambers, shots up and good. That's first on Englert, the second on the team. That's Chambers. That's her first bucket of the afternoon. Bears leading this one 12-9. Nice inbound play from the Freed-Hardeman line.
They did a really good job. Circling right off the 2 post players there and getting an easy bucket.
Englert split the defenders there, missed the layup though. It's 12-9. Freed-Hardeman White's going to push it down over to Floyd.
I'd say Mary'd like to have that one back.
Yeah.
It's almost one of those 2 wide open. Oldham working against Frazier. Got 15 on the shot, gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish left hand. She does. Oldham, nice looking player. It's her first bucket. She got 2 points, 2 assists, and a rebound off the bench early for the Freed-Hardeman 12-11 Bears.
Yeah, they did a 4-5 post-on-post screen in the paint there, and didn't think they got set on that. Almost tripped our defender there, but ended up getting 2 points out of that with a 4-5 screen.
Englert shot once again, 14-11 Bears. Englert took that's her 4th point of the afternoon.
She likes that elbow
there. And if you're Freed-Hardeman, you can't leave her open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's probably not a good strategy.
Over to Chamber working against Englert. Shots up, rebound Sierra Feltner. Been active in this first period, as Coach talked about. Feltner finds Reed, stops, pops, hold the release, front of the rim. Nice job, Bailey Frazier running down to Englert. Shot clock reset to 20. They do want to reset the play.
Great effort right there by Bailey Frazier. You got to pick up those extra possessions all the time, and can't just rely on Stamper to do that all the time.
Englert working, right-handed shots up, front of the rim. Chambers will come down for it. The Freed-Hardeman Lions as they get over to Curtis. And looks for Floyd. They're going to run their offense now. They got away for the push. Felton hit the floor. They got their feet tangled up as well too. Oldham working against Englert. Tough defense from Mary Englert with another rebound. Give Englert 5 rebounds here in the first period of play.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of using her body, not letting her back her down, and just that little bit of contact keeps her from getting to an easy shot. And that's really good defense the last few possessions by Mary.
Englert shots up from the rim. Frazier gets off it on front Bears. We're going to have a hold.
Great job again by Bailey Frazier getting the offensive glass and having a good nose for the ball.
It's KJ White to be her first, team's third. Got some subs coming in for Freed-Hardeman. Fernell returned to line up. And LeMay returned to the line for the Freed-Hardeman Lions, 14-11 Bears. Got the Feltner. Screen from McNulty. White pushes McNulty. Feltner's jumper's up. Rattles around, comes off. Rebound to LeMay. Not much of a difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Freed-Hardeman will have to shoot it.
A lot of dribbling up front. Hopefully we can get us a steal here.
Floyd working against Reed. Pick from Vernell over to Oldham. Back to KJ White. Oldham on the cut. Englert comes with a steal. Beyond the back. Gets to the bucket. Finds Feltner. 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes out. And after one period of play, Bears leading this from 14-11. We'll send back to the station. Watch the Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium after one period of play. Bears leading this from 14-11. Real quick, Freed-Hardeman 5 of 15 from the floor, 33%, 1 of 3 of deep. They haven't shot a free throw. The Bears 5 of 16, 31%, 1 of 3 of deep, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. The Bears have an 11-9 advantage on the glass. Turnovers 2 apiece for each team. Scoreboard indicates a close game. Stats indicates a close game, Coach.
Yeah, and the free throw margin difference is probably the difference in the game right now. We've got to continue to try to do a good job of getting in there and getting some opportunities at the line.
Filled over to McNulty. Swings to Reed. Reed gets all the way to the bucket. Swings out to Frazier. She puts down a couple of dribbles. And doing a call for a 3-second violation.
That is probably the first 3-second violation I've seen in basketball the last couple of years, to be honest with you.
Long time,
yeah. That's kind of shocked there. Even the girls were like, huh? What was that? But
Floyd being guarded by Feltner. Stamper's back in the ball game for the Bears. Over to LeMay, guarded by Stamper, looking inside to Chambers. Working against Frazier. Get on the box, picked up the dribble. Stamper gets her hands on the basketball, no steal for the Bears. Over to Bailey Frazier. She's going to push, finds Feltner.
Great job defensive for the Bears, but good transition defense by the Lions.
Reed back over to Feltner. Got 20 on the shot clock. Looking inside to Stamper. Nice pass. Leanna McNulty. Shots up, blocked. Gets offensive rebound. Misses up. Those shot. Leanna McNulty on the Morgan Stamper offensive rebound and school. And McNulty give her a bucket. 16-11.
I think McNulty won up Morgan Stamper. She got 3 on that one instead of just 2.
The freshman's averaging 7.5 points per ball game. It's her first bucket of the evening. Bears up by 5.
I like this lineup too.
Double dribble? Nope.
Yeah, whatever. That is not an official call of any sort. I'm not sure what that is.
Maybe we're playing patty cake.
Well,
yeah, high fives, I guess.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's so confusing. Nobody even knows what the call is. But I think that was a hand check in translation.
Ezra McNulty, her first, team's first in the second period. Ball stayed with the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Stamper thought it was the violation because she was running all the way down the other floor. It's inside to Burnell.
Bears still staying with their man-to-man defense and done a good job holding them to 11 points so far.
Crumpler looking inside the Chambers, turnaround jump shot. Rattles around, comes out. McNulty may got away from over the back. Rebound Sierra Feldman.
We were fortunate on that. That was a good offensive rebound by the Lions, and again they missed another chippy at the basket.
So it's going to be on Crumpler. Her team's first and second period play. So Charlie, what pace? Who's his favorite? The Bears or the Lions?
I think the pace favors the Bears because this is what they like, that kind of up and down game.
Yeah, I really don't think either team will fight tempo. I think they both like to play a little faster. I think our depth, this should help us in terms of playing at home as well.
McNulty back over to Reed. Sammy Sykes, a freshman Johnson Central, checking the next dead ball for the Bears. Played well at Campbellsville on Saturday. Feldner over to Frazier, looks to finish at the rim. She does. Bailey Frazier, Bears up by 7, 18-11.
Return the favor a little bit on that back door, so we got us one out of that too, and that was a great job by Bailey Frazier on the cut to get the back door in the basket.
You know, Frazier had that look a couple of times already this evening.
Yeah, she likes that runner on the baseline.
Frazier guarding up top over to Chambers, being guarded by Stamper. 15 on the shot clock. Goes over to Cornell, back over to LeMay. Back door from KJ White, stops, tries to finish the right hand this time. Morgan Stamper with the rebound.
Yeah, another back door, but we've been fortunate. Another miss at the rim for the Lions.
Reed looking to finish with the right hand, blocked by KJ White. Nice defensive play.
Yeah.
Sykes will enter the game for the first time tonight, replacing Bailey Frazier. Again, Sykes hit some big shots at Campbellsville on Saturday.
Yeah, and I don't hate the drive there. That's great. AJ was getting in the paint there, just a good defensive play to swat it away, and that will not deter AJ. She's used to that. That's not a problem.
It's over to Feldner, 15 on the shot clock. Bears up by 7. A little Horns look coming up here. Feldner work off the screen from Stamper. Doesn't use it. Back over to Minotti. Under on 10 on the shot clock. Back to Feldner. We're going to get a hold called inside. I believe it's going to be on Varnell.
Morgan was working for positioning down there in the post and trying to get as deep as she could get, and I guess that's the freedom of movement, didn't allow her to move.
Varnell's first, team second here in second period. Back over to Feldner. Looking to Stamper on inside. We're going to get Chambers.
I will say, eventually you're going to have to call that because that was a wrestling match. It wasn't bothering Morgan, but it was a wrestling match nonetheless.
It might have got Chambers hurt with the retaliation right there, so that was probably a good stoppage of play right there because Morgan, she absorbs that contact pretty well.
I think it's Chambers' second, team's third here in the second period. Swinging out to Reed.
We're going to have to sharpen up that out of bounds. I think people are starting to take that away from us. We've had to throw it out to safety valve the last 2 times.
Over to Stamper, looking up to Reed. Feldner. Feldner stops, pops, rattles around, comes out. Battle for it. Nice job, Sierra Feldner with the hustle. Back to Reed. They'll reset the offense.
She's been everywhere tonight.
Looks to finish left hand this time, unable to do so. You got Stamper and McNulty both battling for the basketball. And
yeah, Morgan's hand was on the baseline when she picked that one up, but good effort.
It was 4 Freed-Hardeman Lions and 2 Bears, and both Bears had the hands on the basketball on an offensive rebound.
And the Bears are running back, and a couple of Lions are limping their way out of there.
Engler will return to the line of place, and Leanna McNulty. Good couple minutes already early for McNulty. 2 points, 2 rebounds already.
New substitution for the Lions here. Pervine's in for the first time, I think.
Over to Varnell. She's looking on the inside. Odom's going to get a post. Back over to Floyd. Looking back to the right side once again. To top to Pervine. Back to LeMay. Oldham trying to finish. Backdoor cut from Pervine. Unable to come up with it. The Bears get a steal.
Great hands there by A.J. Reed at the rim. And now she's starting her transition game to get us moving a little bit.
Sides over to Feldner. Look inside. Back over to Sammy Sides. 15 on the shot clock. Reed. Looking. Engler trying to create something. 3 seconds out, and Morgan Stamper's like, my foot is outside of the paint. However, the official says 3 seconds. Abby Atkins will check in for the Bears, replacing Sierra Feldner, who has a well-deserved rest for the Bears.
When I heard the whistle, I looked at it, and she did have both feet out of the paint, so I don't know. I didn't miss it.
Very unconventional to today's game of officiating, but if you know somebody's going to call that, then you got to probably play by their rules. They've got the whistle.
Oldham looking on the inside, gets the pass inside, swings on the other side to Pervine. She's guarded by Reed, back out to Oldham. She's going to try to score from the the box, and she does.
Good move. Forced a tough two going away from the basket, and she earned that basket. That was a nice move by Odom.
18-13. Odom with a nice game off the bench now for the Lions. Atkins try to get on the inside. Stanford comes up with it. Throws a shot, offensive rebound, shots up. No one go. Morgan Stanford with another rebound. She gets blocked in there. Looks to be on LeMay, I believe.
You know, as I kind of pay a little bit closer attention to them in there, like a lot of times they're not looking at the rim when they're shooting. They're trying to get it up there and draw a foul instead of really concentrating on the backboard and sticking it on that square. So just a little bit more visual concentration. I think she'll start making those a little sooner. Not that she's not getting the reward. She's getting the stats and the rebounds and going to the free throw line and making them.
So that's LeMay's second, team's fourth. Stanford makes the first. We'll have one more, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, she changed her shot this year and doing so much better.
Little unconventional.
5 to 6 from the free throw line. Coming to the game, 63%. Bears up by 7.
Yeah, a little unconventional, but very effective, and that's the name of the game. They've done a good job of adjusting her free throw to where she can be successful at it.
They don't give style points.
That's
Ford,
right.
The switch up top. It gets over to Vernell off her foot. Sammy Sotkin with the basketball for the Bears. She's going to push.
Bears are doing a good job of switching on defense right there, too, on the screens.
Atkins got the basketball up top. They got a couple of dribbles. A little flash on the baseline, and they will get it to England. Stanford looking to post. Again on the shot clock. Reed stops, pops, turns around. Sammy Sides, the freshman with the rebound. A fresh 20 for the Bears. Gets over to England.
Yes, extra possession are great things. Even the guards are now participating on the rebound, and then Morgan gets a great, strong physical move and 2 more free throws.
That'll be Provine's first, team's 5th, so the Bears will shoot free throws the rest of the way.
From the way they're playing, I'm betting the coach told them, if you're going to play here, you got to play physical. And they're trying to physical up to her. They found out that that's a big job.
Yeah, she's probably less effective when you're not physical with her.
Exactly.
She enjoys that.
So with 4:31 to go in the second period of play, the Bears leading this one 20-13. Watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium. The Bears leading this one 20-13 with 4:31 to go. Stanford's going back to the free throw line for the 7th and 8th time here in the first half, Charlie. You talked about off air. They want to try to get physical with Morgan Stanford. That could be a bad recipe there, Charlie.
Yeah, somebody else is probably the one going to take the most physical damage out of that.
She's up to 5 of 7 on the free throw line. She'll have one more. 5.6 rebounds in the first half for Stanford.
I think you said it was a +8 on the rebound margin right now for the Lady Bears.
19-10, +9.
+9.
So 21-13, Bears matched their largest lead here in the first half as they held Freed-Hardeman to 2 points here in the second period.
Really good effort defensively for the Lady Bears here, and a lot of this ball screen action, the girls are switching it, which has been very effective for us. And right on cue when I say that, we run right into a screen and give up a 3.
KJ White picks up first bucket of the afternoon. Cuts the lead to 21-16, the second 3-point make for the Lions. Atkins over to Englert. Atkins, the freshman from Elliott County, looks to finish at the bucket. Shot blocked by Oldham. Stanford comes over the basketball, swings it back over to side, shots up, back of the rim, bounces off. LeMay with a nice rebound for the Lions. They're going to push.
Great inside out. Morgan Stanford with a great pass to the perimeter, a great shot there, just didn't finish it.
Oldham unable to finish at the rim. Englert's 6th rebound in the first half. Over to Atkins.
Atkins has been doing a great job of getting into the paint and creating opportunities for her teammates.
Different tempo when she has the basketball in point guard position. Stanford. 3-second violation to third against the Bears in the first half. Coach Clifton Williams.
I have no. I'm almost speechless. I've not seen 3 seconds called in the last 3 years, and there's been 3 in this half. I'd say that somebody has sent a memo from one of the coaches that Morgan Stamper's staying in the paint, which is it is in the rule book, so I guess they can call it.
So Crumpler gets the bucket. They cut the lead to 3 for the Bears. Crumpler's first bucket of the afternoon, give her 2, 21-18. And like you said, all 3-second violation been called on against Stamper. Praveen's got the basketball. It looks to finish. She does. It'll be Abby Atkins' first, team second.
I wouldn't have minded that bump about 5 feet farther out where she wasn't going to score, but if you're going to let her that deep, you got to just give her the basket.
Yeah, you don't want to add insult to injury right there. Turning the ball over is bad enough, but you don't want to get down there and give them an and one. And that's, when you're young, you learn from those kind of mistakes, and she will definitely bounce back from that.
Praveen, 85% from the free throw line. A little 7-0 run by the Freed-Hardeman Lions and make it an 8-0 run.
Tied up.
Tied at 21. First time we've had a tied ball game since 0-0. Feltner kicked back in for the Bears, replacing Atkins. Over to Frazier, a lot of contact. Feltner goes down, unable to pick it up. Now she gets up. Now there's a lot of contact there. 4 hands on the basketball. I call it a jump ball. Freed-Hardeman's at the basketball. Right now, Coach, seems like a little more physicality coming from the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Maybe the Bears not playing as physical as Freed-Hardeman.
Yeah, no question. I think the back-to-back turnovers are a sign of that, and certainly you've got to value the basketball if you're going to try to win these conference games.
Floyd shots up, can't get to go. Hopefully be a foul on Sierra Feltner.
I feel like they'll be fronting more down in the paint tonight, Kelly.
That deep you have to. If they're almost underneath the basket, you have to make an adjustment on that. When we had them out above the arc, certainly you can live with playing behind them a little bit. Once they get that deep, it's hard to do anything but foul them in that scenario. Great job by Freed-Hardeman really getting that ball deep in the post.
Floyd makes the first, and she makes the second one up 23-21. A little 10-0 run coming up by Freed-Hardeman.
Yeah, we need to break the cycle right here and get either a basket or get to the free throw line.
Ingles got the basketball, looking for Stamper, looking to score the bucket this time. Rattles around, comes out. Stamper with the offensive rebound to Englert. Englert shots up in. We're tied at 23. Mary Englert.
Great job sharing the ball right there. Morgan Stamper with a good move. Just didn't get the basket, but kept pursuing it and got her teammate a basket at the rim. That was a big hoop for us.
Englert's up to, I think she's up to 6. Floyd swings it back over to, I think it's Praveen, I believe. Yep. Can't really tell with the jersey numbers. My apologies. White inside to Oldham. Oldham looks to go where he gets Stamper. Shots up good. Good looking player, Coach.
Big time move right there. She missed her first couple, but she rolls right up over top of Morgan Stamper. Showed some really, really good athleticism to get that bucket in. Great move.
Lions lead this one 25-23.
Back
to Mary Englert. Mary Englert's up to 8 in the first half. We're tied at 25.
That's a great give and go right there.
Good finish by Englert at the rim. Floyd swings it over to LeMay, being guarded by Frazier. Swings it back over to Floyd, looks for Oldham. Oldham working against Stamper, turn. Pass out to Praveen, shots from the rim. Nice job, nice hustle from KJ White, however, unable to save the basketball.
Yeah, pretty good defensive stand right there. Forced a long three, and when you force a long three, normally there's a long rebound on the miss, and it fortunately rolled out of bounds.
Barnell will check in for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Next head ball, close to 1 minute to go here in the first half. Feltner. Here's a Stamper screen back up to A.J. Reed. Reed working up top, 15 on the shot clock. Uses the Englert screen, picks it up, over to Feltner. Goes on the inside. Feltner stops, pops from the rim. Ball comes out. Morgan Stamper, offensive rebound.
Yeah, reset to 20 right there, and good job of Morgan collecting us another possession. And we're getting a little bit of one-sided on the floor right here, staying on the right side completely and not touching both sides of the floor. And it's not good for our offense.
Oldham with a big-time block here for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Been extremely impressed by her coach off the bench. Played extremely well. We're tied 25. Freed-Hardeman can hold it for the last shot.
Yeah, and I think they will right here. 18 seconds, they'll probably hold for the last.
LeMay's at the basketball. Swings inside. Nice job, Bailey Frazier, to overplay that one. Back to LeMay, being guarded by Feltner. 8 on the play clock. Over to Floyd. She looks to drive, gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish, unable to do so. That might be on Bailey Frazier.
No, I think somebody was behind her.
That's on Englert.
Yeah.
I think she walked before she got fouled.
She covered a lot of turf without using a dribble.
Yes.
She sure did. She
That
sure
was
did.
Englert's second, team's fourth here in the second period.
I will say that our official on the far side is creative in his calling.
Floyd's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She'll have 2 shots coming up.
This is a big box out right here. You got 1.7 right here. You certainly don't want to give him an offensive rebound on this, if, of course, it misses.
She makes the first. She'll have one more. 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
Looks like they'll sub on a make to set their defense.
Give Floyd 9 points in the first half. Freed-Hardeman's up 27-25.
So let's see what kind of home run play we've got in with this 1.7.
Yep.
So you'll have Varnell checked in for Praveen. Englert throw the pass down to
There it
Frazier.
is.
Frazier shots up and just off the mark. So we'll go to the half with the Freed-Hardeman Lions leading this one 27-25. Stay with us. Hopefully we have an opportunity to speak with the men's head coach, Todd, coming to halftime. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless.
Hoping for a better second half, but it's certainly going to be a low-scoring game compared to both these teams' averages.
So the Freed-Hardeman Lions finished that second quarter on a 14-4 run to take a 2-point lead.
So let's see if the Bears come out with a little pep in their step here.
The Bears have returned their starters. Feltner working at the free throw line, looking for Englert. Back over to Sederi. Stamper on the post, looks, back over to Sederi. Puts down a couple dribbles, 15 on the shot clock. Swings back over to Feltner, looking for Stamper. Gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish right hand, unable to do so. Offensive rebound, Sierra Feltner. We're tied at 27.
Good job of Stamper to give her that lane, clear the way.
Yeah, she's taking 2 girls with her every time, and that gave her an opportunity to follow her shot, and that's a great play by knowing where your shot's coming off. The shooter's got the best read on that. She did a good job of following it and getting us 2 points.
Feltner's got 9, tied at 27. Floyd, they're going to get Sederi on the hole. A lot of contact on the post.
Yeah, I think he just laid on that. She definitely had her hand wrapped around the waist, and then a lot of times, though, you get the reaction. They don't get the first one, and late whistle, but right whistle.
Sederi's first, team's first in the third period.
I think we got a little bit of wrestling match going on these two in the post.
Looks that way.
Over to LeMay, looking for Chambers on the inside, unable to get it to her.
It's what they tried to do in the first half was really feed it into her, and now she's looking to pass out of it some.
Floyd gets to the free throw line, looks. Back over to Crumpler. Crumpler looking inside. It's almost up by Englert. Chambers turns this with the right hand. Give Chambers 4 on the afternoon, and Freed-Hardeman back up by 2.
Yeah, that went from I felt like we had a steal going the other way to her making a great catch and a good left shoulder turn for a basket there. That was a good play by Chambers to get that and to score it.
Englert to the free throw line, being guarded by Floyd back up to Sederi. Sederi looking at Stamper in the post. Stamper, Englert on the baseline, got to the bucket. Turnaround shot, it's good, tied 29. And to your point, Coach Everson, Coach Wells, is yelling out how many seconds Stamper's in the lane. He counted 5 that time. Don't know if I agree with that 5 count, though, but we're tied at 29.
Yeah, that was a great play. We had a perfect lane to watch Mary's shot go in the basket right there, and she can nail that mid-range jump shot as good as anybody.
Shots up and comes off. Bailey Frazier with a rebound. She's going to push. Frazier bringing the basketball down for the Bears. Over to Feltner, tied at 29. Sederi on the back door. Got a little bit late. Swings it back over to Frazier. Tries to get to the bucket. Back over to Feltner. Her 3-point shot's up. Rattles around, comes off. Rebound LeMay for the Freed-Hardeman Lions. She's going to push.
It looks like our shooters just are hesitant on the catch and shoot. A lot of times when that ball comes out there, you got to be stepping when the ball's in the air. Your feet kind of have to be in the air going towards your shot. And right now I think our shooters are kind of hesitant and getting ready and certainly turning down some shots I feel like we can make.
Varnell's with the basketball. It's all the way to the bucket. Swings. LeMay shots up and finds the ball in the bucket. Freed-Hardeman leading this one 32-29.
And a perfect example. Great ball rotations. And when it got to her, she was ready to catch and shoot it. Didn't hesitate whatsoever and drained it.
Team's leading scorer's got 5 on the evening. Largest lead of the night for Freed-Hardeman. Englert back over to Feltner. Gets to the free throw line. Swings over to Frazier. They're very hesitant. Everybody's wanting to drive. Sederi with the launch from 3. Battle from the rim, rattles out. Rebound for Freed-Hardeman. They're going to push. Swings it back over to Floyd, looking for Chambers. Working against Sederi, shots up, rattles around, comes off. Stanford gets her 10th rebound of the evening.
Yeah, good physical post defense right there, and fading away created that rebound. And
to your point there, England was ready to shoot the basketball on that one, Coach.
Well, transition is where we need to live a lot of times, and Mary's got a great speed and great pace about her, and she's going to be aggressive, I can promise you.
Another strong game, Charlie. England 13 points, 6 rebounds so far.
Anytime you can shoot in rhythm, that's the best way to shoot it.
Tied at 32, rebound comes off to Engler.
We really got fortunate on that deep post position right there.
She pushed down to Frazier. Frazier got the basketball. She's going to drive, spin, nice move. Brings it back over to Feltner. We'll reset the offense. They're going to have a push on the inside. Coach Exton don't like the call.
Yeah, not a fan of that. And I was watching the perimeter and just saw her fall. I didn't really could tell which was what.
That'd be Chambers. That'd be, I think, her team's first here in the third period.
His team's got his team playing extra physical, and he didn't like the other physical play.
Yeah, it is a rough physical game out there, but I didn't see that play.
I didn't see it either. I don't know.
Couldn't tell, but I know if you knock Megan Stamper to the ground, you've probably worked hard.
Yeah.
So there,
right.
Get inside the Stamper, trying to finish with left hand, unable to do so. Give offensive rebound. Comes away with it, puts down a couple dribbles. She comes out, reset the offense for the Bears.
Yeah, the rule book states that if you're not vertical and your plane is forward, that's an automatic foul, and certainly she was not vertical on that play, but no foul was called.
They had a nice play drawn up there. Frazier on the back door. She's capitalized on it a couple of times, however, unable to catch the pass. Turnover Bears.
A little more crowded on that one, I thought, than the ones on the other side, but you got to start working that back door if they're going to overplay your wings.
Tied at 32. KJ White got to the basketball for the Lions. Gets in, looking into Oldham. Oldham catches the basketball, looking to finish, and she does. Kaylee Oldham puts the Lions back up 34-32. Oldham's got 8 points off the bench.
Yeah, her athleticism, just jumping over top and getting that shot, is really nice. That's twice she's just elevated over top of Morgan Stamper and made a tough contested shot.
Feltner at the top, swings, Oldham's going to shot, go, rattles around, comes off. Stamper crashed for the rebound, and will come up with it. Nice job by Floyd for the Harmon Lions. Swings over to LeMay, shots up, rattles around, comes off. Morgan Stamper with another rebound, give her 12 for her season average. Got 5 minutes going to the third period of play.
Yeah, she does a great job of rebounding that ball, and here we are in transition a little bit. I'd love to see us kind of attack instead of trying to set every time down on this end.
Frazier, crossover dribble, tries to finish right hand. She does. Bailey Frazier give her second bucket of the afternoon. Give her 4. We're tied at 34.
Great job by 2-1 getting in that paint, drawing the contact, and actually concentrate making that shot as well. That'll go a long way. Ties the game up, gives us a chance to go up on the free throw.
Well, go ahead, Charlie. I'm sorry.
I think that's good for her confidence because she's, like I say, she's been kind of passing up some shots here tonight.
Yeah, she hadn't been loaded and ready. Normally she's loaded and ready, and she does do a great job of driving and getting in the paint. So maybe that'll give her some confidence to come out here and knock a couple threes down here late.
We'll just keep it right here, guys. So we're tied at 34. Frazier, the big-time finisher. She's got 4 points and 3 rebounds on the evening. And like you talked about it, Coach, as far as it seems like on every break opportunity we have, we are wanting to set everything in versus attacking the bucket. I wonder if that's a game plan there or a little bit hesitancy on our players' part, Coach.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We normally like to take those opportunities, and we've been successful some when we've done that. Not that we can't score in the half court, but gives you a great opportunity to keep the defense spread. Sometimes you get your best open looks in transition. I always love to go down and at least probe in that transition to see what you've got, and then you can make that decision to set up. And once you say you're going to set up and walk it up, you lose all opportunities to do that transition.
So Frazier will go to the line, shoot one shot when we come back from the timeout. I'm not going to mention Frazier's free throw percentage until after the free throw. We're tied at 34.
You're not superstitious, are you, Gary Justice?
Charlie Pinson has taught me in my years of broadcasting there is a such thing as called a broadcaster jinx.
It does make you look bad sometimes.
Frazier holds the release. It's
what
good.
What was that you guys said?
She's 90% from the free throw line for that one. Give Frazier 5, and the Bears reclaim the lead, for the first time in the second half, 35-34.
I think you and I are very have an affinity for that number 21. It's been good to us as well, so we're going to definitely root for Bailey Frazier in that number 21.
Yes, sir. Gets over to White in the corner. Over to LeMay. Oldham with a strong post. Morgan Stamper gets handling the rebound. The basket on the pass, Engler comes away with for the Bears.
Good job of not staying behind right there and working her way around to the front.
Stamper shots wide. Rebound, Freed-Hardeman. So LeMay shots up, rattles around, comes off. Morgan Stamper with her 13th rebound. McNulty and Reed will check in for the Bears. And the next dead ball. Felton over to Englert, back over to Sederi. Feltner, pass to Stamper, finishes at the bucket. Morgan Stamper.
The difference in that play is like she wasn't trying to sneak that by anybody. She was going right through you to the basket. And I think here in the last couple shots, she's tried to do too much finesse and sneak it by versus being who she is, and that's going right through your body to the basket.
I'm wondering if those 3-second calls kind of thrown her off her game a little bit, worried about that more than her game. Now she's got her to play.
Yeah, it threw me off my game for a minute, too. I had to regroup.
Stanford's shot's up good. 7 9 from the free throw line. Give her 9 points.
What, that's 7 for 9 for her?
7 9 from the free throw line. It hasn't
That's
updated
a great
yet.
improvement.
Bears up by 4. So McNulty and Reed check in for the Bears. Floyd over to LeMay. Looks in the backcourt to Vernell. Unable to give it to her. Olin posting hard on the inside.
Yeah, Leanna got stuck behind right there. They missed the opportunity to throw that into the post.
Nice job from Mary on defense. 5 on the shot clock. Floyd will drive. Nice move at the top. Pump fake. Left hand finish on will give it a go. Shots up by LeMay. Shots good. They're by 2. LeMay's up to 7 on the evening.
Yeah, they learned a little bit from us of getting that offensive glass, and I think their guards are going to start chipping in on those glass as well. So we've got to do a good job of rebounding from all our positions.
Feltner's with the basketball from McNulty screen. Shots up.
Way
Sierra
down.
Feltner.
Great shot.
Give her 2 3-point makes on the evening. Give her 12. The Bears back up by 5, 41-36. No hesitation there, Charlie.
Well, that's what they've learned to do here in the second half. They've come and taken their shots, not waiting for it.
Yeah, they're stepping into it aggressive, good body language, whole 9 yards, and that's a difference. And here's a great opportunity for us to be out in transition 4-on-1. Not sure I love that, but great drive by A.J. Reed to get it in the middle. Ooh, Leanna just couldn't capitalize on that shot.
Good look.
KJ White's got the basketball for the Freed-Hardeman Lions.
I like that pace, though. I thought that was good off of a stop and getting out in transition.
LeMay over to Oldham. Back over to White. Long 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes off. Nice rebound by Floyd. Her shot rattled around and comes out, excuse me.
Girls, if you wanted to watch a game, you should have bought a ticket. You better get in there and start working.
Spin move. LeMay gets to the bucket for Freed-Hardeman.
Yeah, we had four girls watching the game go on while it was being played right there.
There's a 30-second timeout. So definitely, Charlie, I think the pace started picking up there. He's been a little bit more aggressive the last few times down the floor. It probably helps out seeing the ball go through the bucket a couple times.
Yeah, I think offensively you're right. I think that's been a big, but like Kelly said, this is not the same team we were playing. We were bringing on the rebounding battle earlier in the game and earlier in the season. You know, they've got 5 guys or girls going to the board after the ball. We need 5 people going to the board.
Yeah, the unintended consequence of having a great rebounder like Morgan Stamper is that everybody watches her rebound, and when she's out of the game and you're watching her rebound, she's not there. So you've got to really do it by gang rebounding, and certainly that was not a very good possession for us defensively, rebounding-wise.
So with a minute 42 to go in the third period of play, Bears leading this one 41-38. I guess they went in transition into it.
They stretched
it on out.
Immediate timeout, of course.
Well, we'll leave it right here, though. But, guys, again, I thought we started getting a little bit of momentum there towards this last half of the third period here. I thought it was big to see Engler had a 3 go down. Felton had a 3 go down as well. Started to attack the bucket. It was like the Morgan Stamper. She finished that last drive. Also, hopefully he can keep that aggressiveness the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think that was a great move by Coach Everson. He got that run stop, got him a timeout, regroup his girls a little bit. But they're going to keep fighting. They're not just going to let this game get away from them, and that's indicative of that last transition possession. A
very successful former head coach told me he called timeouts after positives, not negatives.
Yeah, a lot of times you get an opportunity to reinforce what you're doing good and get an opportunity to put some plays in that you want to run down the stretch here too.
Feltner got the basketball, swinging to Frazier. Frazier puts the ball between her legs. Nice job handling the basketball to Reed. White did a nice job denying out there as well. 8 on the shot clock. Engler's looking for a spin move. She's going to try to finish. She does. Turn around, doesn't draw anything. Kaylee Odom the rebound for the Freed-Hardeman Lions.
Yeah, that shot clock got down a little bit too low. We ended up having to force the action a little bit versus being natural in our movements.
Well, May's got the basketball, swings it over to Oldham, looking to finish at the bucket. They're going to get Frazier with a push.
I don't like that call.
Yeah,
she had her hands up, moving.
It's a tough one, but I think anytime you're going to the basket and there is contact and a player falls down, you just about have to protect them. I'm trying not to be a homer here, but I certainly think you probably got to call that one.
But I still believe that the rule is who gains advantage by the contact.
Yeah.
You know.
Frazier's first, team second. Freed-Hardeman trailing by 3. Felder, nice defense. Floyd, nice play as well. Over to Varnell. Varnell's got the basketball back over to Praveen. Praveen to the basketball, picks up her dribbles though. Looking for Oldham. The shot clock running down. Shots up, blocked by Mary Englert. It should be a top block violation. It is.
Great job finishing the play. That was an awesome job by our girls to play all the way to the buzzer. A lot of times you let up that last 2-3 seconds and they get a shot off, but we didn't do it that time. Great team defense.
One of those things about being at home, too, some of the home fans was helping with the shot clock. Don't know if it's exactly accurate, but it was helping out. Though.
I don't know if they were trying to intentionally not count right or they just had trouble counting right. But nonetheless, it was great school spirit right there.
Good defense from the Bears, though. 16 on the shot clock. They'll have to shoot here. Stanford trying to finish at the bucket. Unable to do so. We got a foul.
Yeah, we were probably
lucky. She got fouled on the shot. If she had not, it would have been a charge.
Yeah,
no, she was in the.
It wouldn't have. I'm telling you, as watching as much basketball I have this year, if they've got an opportunity to call a charge, they almost always do, whether it is or it isn't. And
but in the restricted zone,
yeah, it is for sure, no question. And I'd never try to leave it in. Yeah, I'd never leave it to the officials to make the right decision on that call. But I was glad to see Morgan Stamper get in there and do a good job getting herself to the free throw line. And that was a good screen and roll on the elbow, too.
Second on Praveen, fourth on the team. Stamper up to 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Give her another double on the season. She'll have one more. Bears up by 4.
And we were able to get her a little bit of a rest, not a long rest, a couple minutes, get her right back in there and keep her energy level high, and that's when she's at her best. And she deserves a few breaks because she plays extremely hard.
She's up to 11 points, 13 rebounds. Sederi returned from McNulty 20.5 seconds ago in the third period of play. Bears up by 5. Engler coming up with a little pressure over to Praveen. Praveen's looking for the basketball, looking for help. Over to Oldham. Oldham being guarded by Englert. She's inside baseline. Gets by Englert. Nice swing pass. Swinging around. Nice ball movement. White shots up. Blocked at the buzzer. Now Englert's going to come away with it. Felder's going to have a shot to throw it up. Floater's no good. I don't know if that would have counted anyway.
Little late, but good defense by our girls. That was great rotations. And really, Freed-Hardeman did a great job of moving the basketball. Great rotation. Just a great block by probably the smallest player on the floor, but she played big on that possession.
So after 3 quarters of plays, Bears leading this one 43-38. We'll send it back to the station. Watch the Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to UPIKE Gymnasium with 10 minutes to go. Bears leading this one 43-38. And guys, Stamper already has a double-double. Mary Englert's got 13 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, she's played an all-around good game, and love to see her have a great fourth quarter here, and we need her to do that.
Chambers working against Stamper. Over to LeMay, being guarded by Sederi. LeMay looks to score, right hand, shots up, comes off. Stamper with her 14th rebound of the evening, and the Bears leading 43-38. Got the basketball, and they're going to push.
Yeah, Georgia did a great job right there, just being vertical, challenging big, and it forced a shot over the rim. We did a good job of rebounding that.
Reed's got the basketball for the Bears. Puts it on a couple dribbles over to Feltner. Feltner looking for the Englert. Englert over the 10 on the shot clock. Sederi. Georgia Sederi scores. The Bears up by 7, 45-38.
There's an old drill that everybody worked on, the Mikan drill. You do it from the front, you do it from the back. I don't know if Georgia's been doing it, but that was perfect form of a ball coach. We love to see that.
Bears will have possession after this. Nice defensive pressure from A.J. Reed causes the Crimpler to knock it out of bounds. And, Charlie, I like the start to this fourth quarter.
I love the intensity in probably the last 3 or 4 minutes these girls come out defensively, and that's changed this whole ball game.
And I think a lot of it's been number 11, A.J. Reed. She's really came out there, not always noted for her defense, but certainly has been a great defensive stand by her. Now hopefully she can add her trademark 3-ball right here.
Hey,
yes, sir.
A.J. Reed from downtown.
Right
Bears,
on cue.
Bears lead this one 43-38. A.J. Reed, first bucket of the evening, comes to the big time. Give her 3 on the evening. Floyd looks over to Chambers. Back over to Varnell. Nice job, Mary England defense to stop the drive. Shots up, rattles up, comes out. Sarah Feltner with a rebound.
Great D right there. Good positioning. Again, using her body not to let her drive around. Force a tough contested 2, and we secured the rebound for the Lady Bears.
So Derry's at the basketball, working around the screen. 15 on the shot clock. Tough inbounds pass. Stamper on the floor, unable to get it though. So Derry tries to stop the basketball. LeMay's got it for Freed-Hardeman. Looking inside to Chamber. Tries to finish with the right hand. Rattles around, comes off. Rebounds fought for, and it's going to stay with Freed-Hardeman.
We almost got very, very fortunate, and that's the problem when you have turnovers in that way. Your point guard is the first person back on defense, has to take that post, and AJ battled all she could, but that's a huge size disadvantage for AJ in there.
KJ White will check back in, replacing Varnell for Freed-Hardeman. Inbounds goes into LeMay. Working, turning, risking Sederi. Nice job defensive from Georgia. LeMay on the wing, shots up, and shots goes down. Ashley LeMay, second three-pointer of the afternoon, give her 12 points and 6 rebounds.
Yeah, that was well contested. The hand was up, but just a better offensive play than defense.
Bears up by 7. Feltner's three-point tries to answer, rattles around, comes out. The ball is battled for to A.J. Reed. Another hustle play for the Bears.
Yeah, you got to have those, and that's great to see too. Not giving up on a play, and A.J. created another possession for our team.
Reed, ball's tipped away. KJ White comes up with it for the Freed-Hardeman lines. Gets to the bucket, stops. Back to Floyd, stops, pops. Rattles around, comes out. Feltner with the rebound for the Bears. 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists for the senior from Williamsburg.
Yep.
Reed's in the call for the travel.
Yeah, you gotta make those 2 different moves. Your shot fake and then your drive have to be different moves. An official will call that 90% of the time, and you got to really show them that you're making those 2 different moves from a jump stop to the drive.
It's 11th turnover of the Bears on the evening. Kaylee Oldham will check back in for Chambers for the Lions.
And I think that's 3 in a row for us, turnover-wise.
Bears will up 48-38. LeMay shots up, rattles around, comes off. Oldham battles for it. May get Englert with a bump.
They missed an opportunity to go high-low. Morgan and Stamper had fallen down on that front, and they had an easy pass inside. So it really saved the day by getting a foul on that rebound versus 2 points.
England's third, team's first here in the fourth. They'll throw the ball in bounds.
Looks like we're going to a little flex cut.
Oldham working against Sederi. Little mismatch on the inside. Kaylee Oldham finished that one. Give her double figures off the bench, 10 points.
And she's very physical, too. They use her body well in the post. Very strong, athletic. Made a great play right there. That's several good post plays she's made.
5-0 run for Freed-Hardeman. Feltner working around the Morgan Stamper screen. 15 on his shot clock. Reed back over to Englert.
Yeah, they're doubling off A.J. Reed right now. That's probably not the wisest choice on their part right here. Should be an easy kick out the other way.
Englert shots up. Doesn't draw anything. Goes out of bounds. That's a 4th consecutive possession.
Yeah, exact right idea right there when it goes in. But anytime you catch in the post, you always want to turn opposite and try to hit that 45-degree angle on the weak side. And A.J. Reed was spotted up wide open on the other side.
Frazier checked back in for the Bears. The next dead ball.
A lot of horns look here.
Floyd looking for Oldham, working in Stamford. Floyd, Oldham. Nice job. Oldham with the left hand. 48-45. Give Oldham 12 on the afternoon.
I see why they're trying to get the ball into her. She's got some nice game down underneath and really good move. Finished with her off hand.
She spins quickly, too, with the basketball. Feltner trying to get all the way to the bucket. She does. Trying to finish. Little hang time from Sierra Feltner. Bears up by 5, 50-45.
Yeah, a little ghost screen right there on the elbow. Got her an opportunity to get around the side. And a good little whoop-de-doo shot going to the rim.
Shot rattles around, comes off. Oldham battles for it off A.J. Reed's hand. Nice call by the official. Frazier trying to enter for the Bears. Frazier will enter the lineup. Bears up by 5.
Yeah, probably a little – that's a hard box out for your point, the smallest girl on the floor to make. And had opportunity to secure it there and just got away from her out of bounds.
Frazier will check in for Engel, give her a little bit of break, get a little closing action coming up here.
She was getting tired. She needed a break to be able to come back down the stretch here.
Floyd will throw it in bounds to Crumpler. Looking a little backdoor cut, well defended by the Bears. Over to LeMay. She'll try to get to the baseline. She does. Stops. Back over to White. Nice job handling. With no shot. Ball's going to be on the fouls on the floor. It's going to be on Reed. Be her first, team second here in the fourth period. To reset the shot clock to 20. Sammy Sykes will return for the Bears. And she'll check in for A.J. Reed, give her a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, trying to get the girls a little bit of rest coming down the stretch here.
Floyd will inbound over to LeMay, excuse me. Crumpler back to LeMay. She tries to reset. Nice job by Georgia Sederi. Odom's going to look the opposite. She does. Floyd shots out of the corner by the bottom of the bucket, 50-48. Reagan Floyd's got 12.
Yeah, they're running everything through Odom, and she did a great job on her decision of getting the double team and finding where the double team came from. And good ball movement, great basketball right there.
Feltner over to Stamper, looking over to Sides. Off of Stamper's screen, back over to Frazier. Sederi in the corner, 10 on the shot clock, dribbles, baseline, jumper, shots up. Stamper, the shot clock didn't reset though, got 5 on the shot clock. Stamper's going to try to finish with right hand, unable to do so. Rebound comes out to the Freed-Hardeman line, got numbers. LeMay over to White, White to Oldham, swings it back out to LeMay, her shot's up, and it's good. Oh, back of the rim, I thought that ball was going to go in. Sammy Sykes a big rebound for Freed-Hardeman. KJ White with a foul.
Immediate timeout here.
Yeah, so with 4:21 to go, Bears leading this one 50-48. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be an amazing finish. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium. You're seeing some of the fan section here tonight. A lot of Bears spirit here for the Bears. A lot of closing time. 4:21 to go. Bears up by 2. And coaches, in closing time, this is where you got to win this last 4 minutes of the ball game.
Absolutely. You got to be at your best right down here down the stretch. And hopefully the girls coming out of timeout to get them a good possession right here.
Sederi over to Sides. 20 on the shot clock now. She puts down a couple of dribbles over to Stamper. The Frazier. She works off a Stamper screen. Picks it up over to Sederi. 10 on the shot clock. Stamper. Frazier, nope, I thought she was there. Sides, got the basketball. 5 on the shot clock. Turnover Bears. That's their 12th of the evening.
Yeah, not a great possession coming out of timeout. I know Coach Williams is certainly not going to be pleased with that.
Engler and Reed will turn for the Bears next dead ball. Odom over to White. Shots out of the corner. Rattles around, comes off. Sammy Sykes goes high for the rebound for the Bears. She gets over to, she was bringing down herself. Gets over to Feltner now.
Yeah, Odom did a great job of passing out the post right there. She's really got good vision down there from the 5 spot.
Feltner all-around game this evening. The Bears 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Feltner 3-point shots up.
Oh,
boom!
yes.
Give her 3 triples on the night. Give her 17 points. Bears up by 5.
Yeah, right on time by Sierra Feltner from straight away, which is her favorite shot.
Last year she was one of the top 3-point shooters in the entire conference.
Little horns action. Probably going to try to go into the post. Yep. Good job, Morgan. Stand with some hands. Can we get the ball?
Feltner coming away with for the Bears. Gets it over to Sammy Sykes. Bears up by 5. They got numbers they're going to push.
Great hustle right there. Would have probably tried to take advantage of that 5-on-4, but making a good possession is probably better than a bad one there.
Over Stamper over looking for Sykes. Now going to go back to Feltner. 15 on the shot clock. Works a Stamper screen. Free throw line over to Sederi. Couple crossover dribbles. Feltner with a shot from the wing. Rattles around, comes off. LeMay comes to rebound for the Freed-Hardeman Lions, gets over to Floyd, gets all the way to the bucket. Stamper denies at the bucket. Floyd gets offensive rebound. Shot out of the corner, up, rattles around, comes off. Feltner's able to come to the rebound. He got numbers. He got 2 Freed-Hardeman Lions down. With a 5-point lead, 2 minutes to go.
Coach wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
He's trying to save some legs. Looks like everybody's kind of tongues are hanging out. Everybody needs a little bit of a break right there.
So with 30-second timeout, we'll leave it right here. So with 2:19 to go, 53-48. So Charlie, it's really from about the halfway of that third quarter on, I've liked the intensity from the Bears. They picked it up. Well, what they got to do to close this one out with the last 2 minutes, 19 seconds?
I think you got to keep your defensive intensity that you've had. But I think you really got to, like Kelly says, push it a little bit more on the offensive end, try to take advantage of some of those number situations.
Making winning plays right now is critical. No turnovers, no bad shots, nothing easy at the rim, and certainly don't foul jump shooters down the stretch.
The Bears rebound advantage, guys. It's up to 16. 40 rebounds for the Bears, 24 for Freed-Hardeman.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he just said that they have 3 timeouts apiece still, both teams down the stretch.
Over to Englert, back over to Reed. 20 on the shot, back to Feltner. A little bit of weave action up top. Feltner, Reed's got the basketball. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Stamper. Back to Reed.
We've got the switch clock right there. We needed to bury that in the post right there. We got a guard and Stamper. And
Feltner's going to try to create stops. Pops from right-hand leaner. Moore gets tapped with the rebound. Offensive rebound, throws it back up. Frazier's got the basketball. Nice job, Bailey Frazier, bringing the thing back out.
Great effort by Morgan to get that ball, but also Bailey to get a second attempt on that backside to run your possession.
Reed, 8 on the shot clock, working off the screen. A lot of contact there. Frazier got the basketball. A couple of dribbles. Shots off. KJ White the rebound for Freed-Hardeman. She's going to push. Bears up by 5. Gets all the way to the rim. Englert tries to deny. She does so. Mary Englert give her a double-double, 13 points and 10 rebounds.
Sometimes in that late possession like that, while you want to see a shot got off there, that long rebound led to an easy transition. You almost would rather swallow that one, let your defense get set. We got by with that. They're awful physical up top here, and we're going to get us a free throw here in just a second.
That's going to be on Floyd. That's only the team's second, though, guys, so there's still 3 fouls from the bonus.
Yeah, this is where you really have to come meet every pass because it's going to be very dangerous and risky on defense to try to get this steal and foul if they need to.
Frazier will throw the basketball in bounds for the Bears. To Stamper back over to Frazier.
You got to be prepared to hold on the ball and absorb these fouls and get yourself where you're 2 more to give here until you get to shoot free throws.
LeMay will be her second, team's third. Frazier will throw the basketball in bounds, try to, over to Englert. Strong with the basketball, ladies. Poked away. A lot of dribbling, but no fouling, though, guys.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Golly.
Englert, I'll tell you, there's a lot of.
That was a very physical possession, and again, the guys in stripes have to control that. They have to call the foul. They're trying to foul, so you got to call those.
That was the 2 most physical people on the floor too.
A lot of flesh hit right there.
Oldham's second, team's fourth. The Bears, and they'll call it on the push. It's going to be on Crumpler.
That's really 3 times in a row. It's just the first time they've called it.
That'll be Crumpler's first. They'll send the Bears to the line shooting 2 shots. It's going to send Englert. It'll be her first trip of the evening.
Oh, we're going to send.
Oh, he's going to Stamper on. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Stamper's 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Rattle around comes out.
Who said that?
So Stamper's 11 points and 16 rebounds, but she's 1 of 10 from the floor tonight. I'll take those 16 boards, though. She makes the second one.
That's a great way to show there's a whole lot of ways you can impact the game without putting the ball in the basket all the time.
Bears up by 6. Crumpler inside to Oldham. Oldham working against Stamper. Spin move. It's all the way to the bucket. Tries to work around. Reverse layup, no good. Stamper with another rebound for the Bears. Over to Reed.
Good job of keeping your cool right there. Now go up there and sink your free throws.
So on KJ White be her 4th. Of course, the Bears will shoot 2 free throws. Reed going to the free throw line. I believe it's the first time tonight it is. Reed on the season, I'll tell you, after she shoots the free throws. Her shot's up. Good. Bears up by 7.
I think luck's kind of been on our side, Gary. We've had a lot of good weekend. The Pikeville Panthers boys basketball team won All-A State. Our girls made it to the Final Four. Our girls beat top 5 Campbellsville, and you're going to have to close your ears on this one. My Bengals will be playing in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Well, since Reed made most of those free throws, she's at 94% for those free throws. So that went up a little bit. We'll leave right here. We're looking to be a 30-second timeout. Definitely watched the ball game yesterday, the Bengals, and that was something. Being a Browns fan, didn't really care who won that ball game, to be honest with you. But definitely Joe Burrow is the real deal, folks.
Well, growing up a Steelers fan here, because back in the day when I was a kid, we got our stuff out of West Virginia, so that's who we got to see. And that was, of course, when the big Steelers team was there, the Steel Curtain.
Oh, yeah.
But my wife grew up near Cincinnati, so go Bengals.
Go Bengals.
So
happy wife, happy life, my friend.
That's right.
So, guys, tonight the Bears are up 56-48, 39 seconds to close this one out. And really telling from they're 19 of 60 from the floor. That percentage is not good, but 13 of 16 from the free throw line. And when you out-rebound your opponent by 19, that's a winning formula, Coach.
And our defense was good, too. All their percentages went down, and all of our percentages from the field have went up. So that's what you want to see. Here you don't have to foul. You just want to guard tough, not put them at the free throw line. As I said, you do not want to put them at the free throw line.
LeMay shots up.
Sometimes it's hard to shut that off, though, when you play this aggressive defense so much.
Yeah, you really don't ever want to foul jump shooters if you can keep from it. And felt like that was pretty much a touch foul, but nonetheless, at the free throw line here for 2.
LeMay's first shot's up good. She's got 13 on the evening. She has is 15 per ball game.
Yeah, she's a smooth player. You can just see it. Her shot, her dribble, her pass, everything she does is really smooth.
89% from the free throw line. She has both. Gives her 14, come game averaging 15. Coach Williams won a 30-second timeout. So the Bears up by 6, 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, and in the girls' game, you get to advance that ball, so you don't really have to worry about the pressure up here in backcourt. You just move it right over there by your bench and give you an opportunity to run your side out of bounds plays versus having to beat pressure.
And I noticed the game on Saturday when I was watching play in Campbellsville that Coach Colvin from Campbellsville actually called a timeout before Cliff Williams could, so he could prevent advancing it to half court. So I guess if you're the defensive team and you call the timeout first, it prevents the advancement, correct, Coach?
It does. That's very heady play for sure. And certainly it's new to me as not a women's coach, but like that advantage to be able to move that ball up and is really, really good. It gives pressure, but also offensively, late game situations, you have a notebook full of side out of bounds plays you like to run.
Frazier got the basketball. She's going to be fouled. I think it's going to be on Floyd. It is on Floyd.
Now it'll be a free throw shooting contest going down the stretch for the Bears.
Frazier 1-of-1 on the night. Hope you guys remember what her free throw percentage was earlier. I'm not telling you right now. Makes the first 57-50.
It resembled the result.
Yes.
That makes it a 3-possession game.
She's 3 of 3 of night. She got in the game shooting 90%.
And I still get back to this all the time. She is leading us in block shots.
So 58-50. Again, I think they're doing a good job here tonight, Charlie, closing the game out. You know, the Bears were up 48-38. The next time you turned around, they go on a little 7-0 run, but the Bears did a nice job extending back out to 58-50, Charlie.
They have. I thought they've done a good job protecting that lead and not making any bad plays. I guess
winning plays.
They've made the winning plays.
Nothing but winning plays down the stretch. That's a great recipe. When you say winning plays, that could be anything. That's for making your free throws, taking the ball out of bounds, knowing when to call timeouts, contesting, rebounding. Those are the winning plays down the stretch you like to see.
I also want to encourage everybody to stay tuned on the UPIKE Sports Network, actually just UPIKeBears.com. A lot of action going on in UPIKE athletics right now. The baseball team opened up their season this past week down in Georgia. Archery team, bowling teams are very active. Men's and women's basketball, women's bowling team as well. So there's a lot of stuff still going on around campus. So stay tuned to UPIKeBears.com for all the updates.
Got a super treat at halftime. You get an opportunity to speak with Coach Bobby Brown, and his team earned a significant victory. I won't spoil the news, but we'll have a chance to discuss that at halftime.
LeMay will trigger the ball in bounds for the Freed-Hardeman Lions over to Crumpler. Back over to Floyd. Nice job, Bailey Frazier. Comes up with the steal for the Bears. And they're going to call Oldham for the foul.
And as a player, you love that. You get to shoot 2 more free throws from your defense, and an opportunity to pad your stats. I tell our guys all the time, anytime you guys want to get to the free throw line and score from there, be as selfish as you can. Go get a steal and get you to the free throw line.
And when you're that caliber free throw shooter, that's what the coach wants to have the ball too.
Yep, you want your fingerprints all over that when you're the best free throw shooters.
Oldham's got, that's her third. Of course, the Bears will shoot free throws the rest of the way,
21 is represented well for us tonight.
Yes,
Garrett.
she's got 9 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. I'll tell you what, if we choose the players of the game, it'll be hard to choose one tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very balanced game for us. A lot of people have contributed. Long three.
Crumpler shots up, rattles around. Rebound, Bailey Frazier. Closing out strong tonight, Bailey. We'll call Oldham with the trip. That'd be her fourth.
Every time she falls, I worry a little bit. She's had such bad luck with her knees. You want her to make sure she's doing okay right there, and it's so good to see her playing well and pain-free. She hadn't done that since she's been here, so hopefully that was just a bump on the wood.
Hopefully, if Frazier, she makes one of these 2 free throws, she'll have an opportunity to be the 4th Bear in double figures of the evening, which is impressive with scoring 60 points.
I always felt a little bit better from a fall when I got to shoot free throws. Always made me feel better.
There you go. She's 6 of 6 from the line. She'll have 1 more. Make her 7 of 7, give her 11. Bears going.
What's her free throw percentage?
She was 90% for those 7 of 7. So I'm not that quick at math, but I know it's going to go upward, though.
That's great.
Floyd's shot, rattles around, comes off. Feltner tried to get the basketball off of Stanford's head.
Yeah, Stanford used her head on that play.
3.6 seconds ago. Bears will be back in action on Thursday as they travel to Northern Kentucky, take on Thomas More, another ranked opponent.
And we're going to switch those times. We're going to have a 4 o'clock men's game and a 6 o'clock women's game just to try to beat the weather out of there.
Wonderful. So that will close it out here. So let's send it back to the station to go a quick break. We'll bring it back for some final stats and comments. You're watching Bears of Basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless.